Hello friends, welcome to our next lecture on the Rankine cycle, and in this lecture we are going to study what is meant by mean temperature of heat addition. Mean temperature of heat addition. Now if you draw the Rankine cycle here, it will be like this. This is a temperature on the y-axis, entropy on the x-axis. This is a saturation curve. Now we will draw the constant pressure lines. These are the constant pressure line, boiler pressure, and now this is the condenser pressure P1 and P2. Now if you draw the Rankine cycle here, let us take this is a point 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is a white colored one is the Rankine cycle. If Carnot cycle, if you draw inside here, this green colored one is the Carnot cycle. Let us call it as A, B, C, D. For Carnot cycle, we calculate the efficiency as 1 minus T2 by T1. This temperature is a T2 and this temperature is a T1. But for Rankine cycle, if I want to calculate the efficiency of a Rankine cycle in terms of temperature, then it will be 1 minus, denominator it will be T2, but for numerator which temperature we have to select, whether we have to select this T1 or here we write TB upon TA for Carnot cycle. Here I will take this TB or T2. This is a T1, this is a TA, and here it is the TB. Now for Rankine cycle, whether we have to select higher temperature as a T1 or a TA. And here comes the mean temperature of heat addition. So mean temperature of heat addition means the mean of temperature 4, T4 and T1 that we will see, but the concept is like, if I want to calculate the efficiency of a Rankine cycle in terms of temperature, then which temperature we should select. For Carnot cycle it is easy to take higher temperature and lower temperature, but for Rankine cycle it is quite difficult. Then how to calculate the mean temperature of heat additions, that we will see. If this is the Rankine cycle, I will draw it one more time. High pressure, boiler pressure, and this is low pressure as a condenser pressure. Now we will draw the Rankine cycle. This is Rankine cycle. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we have to draw one line such that if you see before that, the area below this 4:1 process is nothing but heat supplied during 4:1 process. During 4:1 process, whatever heat is supplied, that will be the indicated on this TS diagram by this area. Area below 4:1 process is nothing but the heat supply. Now draw one horizontal line such that, okay, now I am drawing a horizontal line, blue color, such that area below this 4 dash to 1 dash, area below 4 dash to 1 dash, area below 4 dash to 1 dash must be equal to area below 4:1 process. Means that we are now considering the mean temperature Tm1 at which same amount of heat is supplied, that is a Q1. Q1 is the heat supplied during 4:1 process as well as 4:1 process. How we have calculated this area? We have drawn one horizontal line such that area below 4 dash 1 dash must be equal to area below 4 to 1 process. And this line, when it intersects on the y-axis, then the temperature, we call it as a mean temperature of heat addition. This is a mean temperature of heat addition. Then for calculating the efficiency of a Rankine cycle, we consider this temperature 1 minus, here you can take this temperature is a T2 divided by Tm1. At the early we have made some mistake. Here I have taken it as a T2, but instead of T2 this should be the high temperature Tm1. So from this efficiency formula you come to know that if you increase the Tm1, mean temperature of heat additions, efficiency increases. And T2, generally T2 is a constant, it depends upon the atmospheric conditions. So for increasing the efficiency of Rankine cycle, we should increase the mean temperature of heat addition. Mean temperature of heat addition is increased by increasing this temperature T1. Or we have to do the heat additions, maximum heat additions at a temperature T1, then mean temperature of heat addition will be high and efficiency of the Rankine cycle will be high. So during reheating or superheating, similar thing is done, that is a Tm1 is increased, therefore efficiency of Rankine cycle it will be increased. Similar thing we are going to study in the regenerative cycle. Again at a regenerative cycle, the target is kept to increase this Tm1. As Tm1 increases, efficiency of Rankine cycle increases. So what is the functions of mean temperature of heat additions or use of? For calculating the efficiency of a Rankine cycle in terms of temperature, then we use this formula, and where Tm1 stands for mean temperature of heat additions at a constant temperature Tm1. So its uses and how it is used for solving the problem, that we will see in the upcoming lectures. So thank you.